Hey there folks, welcome to a different take on the life and teachings of Jesus Christ. Today we're exploring the lighter side of Jesus. Yes, you heard it right. Have you ever considered that Jesus, one of the most influential figures in human history, might have had a sense of humor? It's an idea that's rarely discussed, but it's worth pondering. After all, humor is a fundamental part of human nature, and Jesus was known for his deep understanding of the human spirit. Now, imagine Jesus and his disciples, gathered around a crackling campfire under a blanket of stars. The air is filled with the comforting scent of burning wood and the sounds of nighttime creatures. As the fire flickers and dances, casting playful shadows on their faces, Jesus begins to tell a story. But this isn't one of the serious, thought-provoking parables that we're so familiar with. Instead, it's a humorous tale that has his disciples chuckling and laughing, their mirth echoing through the still night air. Humor has a way of breaking down barriers and bringing people together. It's a universal language that transcends culture, age, and social status. It's not hard to imagine that Jesus, with his profound understanding of human nature, would have used humor as a tool to connect with people on a deeper level. And there's something else to consider. Humor often carries with it a sense of joy and lightheartedness. It's an expression of love and positivity. And wasn't that what Jesus was all about? He taught us to love one another, to be kind, and to spread positivity in the world. Perhaps his sense of humor was just another manifestation of his message of love and joy. So, let's embrace this idea of a humorous Jesus. Picture him sharing jokes and funny parables by the campfire, sparking laughter that brings people closer together. After all, laughter is a universal language that unites us all, regardless of who we are or where we come from. And isn't that a beautiful thought? And remember that time when Jesus turned water into wine at a wedding? You bet there were some lighthearted moments on that dance floor. Just imagine the scene, the wedding feast in full swing, the guests laughing, the music playing, and then, oh no, the wine runs out. A wedding without wine? That's like a party without music, a cake without frosting. But then, our Savior steps in. Now we often think about this miracle as an example of Jesus' divine power, his ability to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. And indeed it is. But let's look at it from a different angle today. Let's put on our party hats and take a step into the fun side of this story. Jesus, seeing the predicament, doesn't make a grand announcement or pull a flashy magic trick. No, he quietly instructs the servants to fill the jars with water and then to draw some out and take it to the master of the banquet. The master of the banquet tastes it, and voila, the best wine he's ever tasted. Just picture the surprise on the master's face, the laughter that must have erupted when he declared this water to be the best wine of the night, and the relief of the bride and groom, their joyous laughter echoing through the banquet hall. This story, while a testament to Jesus' divine power, also shows his appreciation for human joy and celebration. He didn't just save the day, he made it even better, turning an embarrassing situation into a moment of delight and wonder. And then of course, there's the humor in the mystery. The guests never knew where the wine came from. Only the servants, the bride and groom, and Jesus' disciples knew the secret. Can you imagine the chuckles and knowing glances they must have shared? So next time you find yourself at a wedding, a party, or any celebration, remember this story. Remember that Jesus loved laughter and joy, and he went out of his way to bring these gifts into our lives. You bet there were some lighthearted moments on that dance floor. But beyond the humor, Jesus was the embodiment of love and compassion. His teachings were not merely words to be remembered, but lessons to be lived. He taught us about the power of empathy, the virtue of forgiveness, and the beauty of unconditional love. Consider the parable of the Good Samaritan, a story that transcends time and culture. Here, Jesus paints a vivid picture of a man who, despite being an outsider, unhesitatingly extends his help to a stranger in need. A lesson that love knows no boundaries and compassion is not limited to those of our own tribe or kin. But Jesus didn't just talk the talk, he walked the walk. He demonstrated love and compassion in his actions, healing the sick, feeding the hungry, and comforting the distressed. His life was a testament to the transformative power of love and compassion, showing us that even the simplest acts of kindness can have a profound impact. His teachings about love and compassion are as relevant today as they were over 2,000 years ago. In a world often divided by differences, his message of universal love and empathy serves as a beacon of hope. It reminds us that we are all interconnected, that we are all part of the same human family. And it's not just about loving others. Jesus also emphasized the importance of self-love and self-compassion. He taught us that we must love ourselves before we can truly love others, and that we should be as forgiving and understanding with ourselves as we are with others. Every day, we see his teachings come to life in acts of kindness and compassion around us. From the stranger who lends a helping hand, to the friend who offers a shoulder to cry on, to the parent who nurtures and cares, these are the moments that embody the spirit of love and compassion that Jesus championed. But it's not just about grand gestures, it's in the small acts of kindness, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, that we can make a difference. These are the moments that bring a little sunshine into the world, that light up someone's day, that remind us of our shared humanity. His teachings continue to inspire and uplift us today, reminding us to love our neighbors, show kindness, and bring a little sunshine into the world. Yes, even in our darkest moments we can find the light of love and compassion that Jesus embodied, and in doing so, we can carry his message forward, making our world a little warmer, a little kinder, and a little brighter. So, while we celebrate the lighter side of Jesus, let's also remember the profound wisdom and love that defined his journey. A journey that was not just about miracles or divine revelations, but also about laughter, love, and life lessons. Can you imagine the sound of Jesus' laughter? A hearty, infectious laugh that could lighten the mood of an entire crowd. His humor was not just for amusement, but a tool for unity, to bridge gaps, to make his teachings more relatable, more human. And love? His love was the purest of all, a love that saw no boundaries, no race, no status, a love that embraced everyone, even those who society had cast aside. It was a love that healed, that forgave, and that inspired. The life lessons Jesus imparted were not just divine commandments, but practical guides to living a fulfilling life. He taught us to be kind, to be forgiving, and to be humble. He taught us to love unconditionally and to serve selflessly. He taught us that even in our darkest moments there is always a glimmer of hope. So, as we go about our daily lives, let's try to incorporate these elements, laughter, love, and life lessons, into our own journey. Let's strive to find humor in the mundane, to love without prejudice, and to continually learn and grow. Remember, the lighter side of Jesus is not about undermining his divinity, but about celebrating his humanity. It's about recognizing that he too shared in our joys, our sorrows, and our everyday experiences. Thanks for joining us on this heartwarming journey. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below and hit that subscribe button for more uplifting content. Until next time, may your days be filled with laughter, love, and life lessons.